everyone, welcome back to another video on Overbooked. Today is Earth Day, so today I thought I would talk about how to be eco-friendly while still enjoying your love for books and reading. Since I started this whole booktube thing and following a lot of people on Instagram with book accounts, I've noticed a lot of people own a lot of books. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I think if you have the financial needs and the ability to do that, go for it. And if that's something that you love and you love having all those books, I think that's great. But I do think there are some ways that you can cut back and help out the planet. So the first way that I think you could really help out the planet is by utilizing your local library. I love libraries. I talk about libraries a lot in my very first video where I review the book, The Library Book by Susan Orlean. So I'll link that down below if you want to check it out. But libraries are great. Libraries not only have books that you can continually reuse, not yourself, but everyone can use for their own pleasure. They also have movies, they also have video games. You can also check out audiobooks and ebooks there. Which leads me to my next point, is that audiobooks and ebooks are a great way to help the planet and reduce your footprint. I'm not a huge fan of either, so I can't really tell you that you should be doing this because I'm not really participating. I've listened to about 2 audiobooks in my entire life, and I'm very so-so about it, and I hate reading ebooks. But I know a ton of people who love them. My mom, for example, reads ebooks constantly. So if this is you, if you want to check out your library and see, most libraries have an app that you can check out ebooks through. It's just you could either buy the ebook or you can get it for free, you can check it out. Either way, you're helping the planet and you're still reading. So if you do want to purchase a book and you want to have all those awesome bookshelves that are filled with books, I think the first avenue that you should visit is going to a used bookstore. Most of the books in a used bookstore are in pretty good condition and you can get them at the fraction of the cost you could get at a Barnes & Noble or other retailer store. You can also get used books on Amazon. I used to do this a lot in college for a lot of the required reading they would make us do, and I would just click on like the new and used link that they have and you can browse all the different kind of conditions that they offer. I still have some books on my bookshelf back there that I got on Amazon that are used and they are great. I actually really enjoy getting used books because you can see sometimes people will highlight passages or underline something that's something I wouldn't have caught my eye, and now I'm interested in why they underlined it, so I'll like reread that passage and I'll be like, oh, this is a really good point. Thanks, person before me. Love it. If you also want to purchase a book and you want it new, you want that new book smell, you want to be the first one to read it, I think that's, go for it. I'm not telling you to not do that. If you are gonna do that, before you head to your Barnes & Noble or purchase off of Amazon, I do think you should check out a local bookstore. Local bookstores are very important. Just like any other local business, I think it's important to support your local economy and help out a local business owner in their, pursuit of owning a business. Because if we don't walk through their doors, they don't have a place to work. So I think it's very important to keep that going. Also, a lot of local bookstores, at least in my area, bring in a lot of local authors, have a lot of local books by people from the area or just books about the area, which is always really cool. And they usually have a lot of cool events going on. So it's definitely a really cool place just to kind of hang out and learn more about the area that you live. Finally, if you do have books on your bookshelf and you're like, I'm not reading this anymore, it's not aesthetically pleasing to me anymore, I just want to get rid of it, or if you're moving and you're like, there's no way I'm bringing all these books, instead of just like tossing them or like leaving them in your apartment or your house and you're like, next person can deal with this, try donating them to your local library. Back to the library because they're awesome. Most libraries will take books from you. They're not going to take all your books because it depends on what condition they are and what kind of books they're kind of in need for, but they will take some of them. I had a huge move. I think it was around one of my moves in college or after college. I had a ton of books, so I took them to the library and they took like, I think a good chunk of them. And the ones they didn't take, they told me places where I could take them to be donated or sold. You could also take them to a used bookstore and they can buy them off of you. So if you don't know where to take them, or your library's not taking all of your books, just ask your librarian, and he or she should be able to tell you where you can take them. They're librarians, they like know everything, and they're brilliant and they're amazing, so they'll be able to help you. But like I said, if your library doesn't take all your books, you can always try selling them, and if you can't sell all of them, your library should have a resource for you to donate your books somewhere. You could also do a book swap with your friends. You could use those books as a gift at Christmas time or birthdays. I've definitely participated in book swaps in my book clubs, and I've given away books for birthdays and Christmas, I think. I've given a book for a Christmas gift. So wrap it up and gift it to somebody else. That's all I have for you today on just how to be eco-friendly while reading. Those are just a little tips, not anything major. Like I said, I don't think you should, I'm not really telling you that you can't have any books on your bookshelf, or you can never purchase a new book again, but I do think that you should be conscious of when you're purchasing, where you're purchasing, and how often you are. I just think it's nice to have in the back of your mind to have those other options in place. Like maybe I should check my library first before I purchase this new book, or maybe I should check out that local bookstore / used bookstore. Just things to think about on your book journey and to help out our planet. I hope you guys have a great week, have a great Earth Day, and I challenge you guys to do one great thing for the Earth this week. Earth Day is not just Earth Day. You should be celebrating Earth every day. So let me know in the comments below how you're helping out the Earth, or, you know, as always, just let me know what you're reading. I'd love to hear it. Thanks for stopping by. I'll see you guys next week.